name is Josh Hopkinson, but I'm better known as Hoppo. My main field is graphic design, specialising in illustration, specifically tea designs, and I'm currently in my 4th year as a full-time designer. I would describe my artistic style as being modern cartoonist, heavily influenced by the cartoons I grew up on, like all the old 90s Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network classics, as well as The Simpsons. Some of the highlights from my career so far have been the young adults novel I illustrated, the first time a design's made it into City Beach and Universal Store, being promoted on the footy show for my caricatures of famous footy players, and working with big name brands like Corona, Great Northern and BB. So as an in-house designer, projects that are constantly being worked on are what we casually call lookbooks or pitch decks. And basically they're a collection of all the season's teas and varying merchandise. In Australia, there are 3 fashion seasons we work on throughout the year. They are spring, summer and winter. Usually myself and 2 other designers are working on 3 books per year that wholesalers will take to retail head offices to get purchase orders for. With any freelance or client-based work, typically the client will approach me through email or DMs with a design brief or a casual idea of what they want to see as a design. It's my job to then go and do a rough sketch and submit it for approval. Once approved, I can move on to getting the baseline work of the design down, and from there, colouring and shading, etc. Once the client's happy, we slap it on tees, hoodies, stubby coolers, and all kinds of different merchandise. Some qualities that can make you a successful artist in today's world are first, attention to detail, good problem-solving skills, and just having an eye for design, whether it's understanding some of the basic design principles like balance, hierarchy, and unity, or simply being able to spot and recognize good sources of inspiration in your everyday life. Being able to manage your time and meet deadlines is a big one, and it can be hard to balance both the investment of time and quality into an art piece. Most of the time, I'm only given a 3-day window to have a tea design done, and it's challenging being able to create something that's both good and fast, because traditionally you can only have one or the other. As far as education goes, I took a bit of an unorthodox approach. I actually failed senior art in high school and definitely was not cut out for uni. But my main experiences that have led to me achieving a career in the arts would have been just practicing my drawing and getting familiar with the industry standard programs, as well as building up a really strong portfolio. And then not shying away from doing free work in the beginning to network and form contacts in the industry. I actually started out printing t-shirts for the company I currently design for. They only had a few in-house brands at the time, and I would just give them designs I did in my free time. From there, I was given the opportunity to work alongside a great mentor of mine, shout out to Sam, the senior designer at my work, as well as my bosses Adam and Blaze, who got me somewhat qualified and put me through an online course for a Cert 4 in design. A common misconception I'd say about working in the arts that I've heard of are that artists are misrepresented as quiet and reserved bunch of people. And while yeah, that can be the case sometimes, from what I've experienced on a social level, we're actually some of the most expressive and loud, as we just let our art do the talking for us. I wish I'd have known how real burnout can be and how important it is to maintain a healthy work-life balance, because the industry is challenging and competitive, but it can also be extremely fulfilling. The best advice I can give to all artists out there worried about job security and financial stability: if you can become multi-skilled in this ever-evolving world, not only by being a good artist but a good designer, whether it's graphic, web, UI or UX, product, fashion or in photography, there'll always be work. Everyone's got a brand or an app these days, and the world needs designers more than ever. Try to find your unique style and own it. One day, AI might just try to imitate you, but isn't that just the greatest form of flattery?
Thank you, Josh.